Azerbaijan, 4 is China, 5 is Canada, 6 is Russia, 7 Poland, 8 Canada, and 9 Kyrgyzstan. And I would say a lot of the action will come from 4, 5, and 6, China, Canada, and Russia. Although the stronger start has been made of the Russian pair of Viktor Melantyev in the front of that Russian boat, with Nikolai Lipkin just behind him in lane number 6. Inside them, Tom Hall and Ben Russell of Canada. And again, moving towards the top of your screen, the Chinese, Quang Li and Mao Ching Huang in lane 4. This is all very close. In lane 3, Azerbaijan, these are a good pair too. Maxim Prokopenko and Sergei Bezukli in the front of that boat, tapping out the rhythm, the stroke rate, making sure that the timing is good. And this is all nice and tight. That's the best way. That's the way we like it. Russia in 6. China in 4. Azerbaijan in 3. Basically there in the front, 27 now. This pair were responsible for winning Azerbaijan's first ever Senior World Championship medal last year in Poland when they took the silver in the C2 500. They also won in World Cup 1, but you probably picked up that the nations rotate the events. Depends on their training schedules and how they fit in. Some are here, some are not here, but as we look at them coming through the 500, it is indeed the Azerbaijan pairing of Bezukli and Prokopenko, followed by the Chinese Li and Wang. Third place is with the Canadians out here in lane number 6. With the Russians, that is Melantyev and Lipkin. Nikolai Lipkin there at the back of the Russian boat, very experienced, but this is the Chinese pairing that you're watching. As I was saying there in 6, that's the Russian pair of Melantyev and Lipkin. Lipkin, 4 Senior World Championship gold. Comes from Branitsky, quite close to Moscow. Trains out of the Dynamo Moscow club. And he's pushing through, and this pair are beginning to challenge the Azerbaijan pairing of Bezukli and Prokopenko, coming through the 250. And I'd expect to see a lift from one of these boats. But it is just Azerbaijan with the lead in lane number 3, Russia in 6. Pushing hard, you see them increase the rate, and in fact they have taken over the lead from the Azerbaijan pair. Viktor Melantyev in the front of that Russian boat, setting the rhythm, setting the tempo, and they're both increasing as they come down into the last 40 meters. And Russia are going to take this. Pyron and through the winning line for Russia in 6, Azerbaijan in 3, and China third in lane number 4. Well, that was as we thought it would come down to it. The Russians looking very strong. Viktor Melantyev and, of course, the very experienced Nikolai Lipkin. They've been around C2 racing for a long time, showing their experience and timing their race plan to perfection. Spearheading off the Azerbaijan charge, coming for the line to take the gold medal. Azerbaijan pushed back into second place, with third place going to Li and Huang of China. You can see how close it was as they came down the course. Despite a strong start from Azerbaijan, they led the field through the 500 mark, with the Chinese just half a boat length down, and the Russians were on their shoulders. But as they moved down towards the exciting end of the race, and where medals are actually finally decided, the Russians decided to apply the afterburners, added a little more gas into the tank, and just stroked away from Prokopenko and Bezugli of Azerbaijan. And the gold went to Viktor Melantyev and Nikolai Lipkin of Russia. Chinese should be quietly content with a good performance there, coming in on third place. Look at the power and the balance there. The timing and the tempo, so important to keep the boat moving forward with maximum efficiency. Look at the rigs these guys get. Russia takes the win, and despite shooting the boat towards the line from the Azerbaijan pair,